In our last class, we discussed extensively on the best way to write formula of compound correctly without making any mistake. So today we are going to look at some ways question can be asked on formula or compound. And if you look at the question on the board, say copper has a valency of 2. Write down the molecular formula of its tetraososulfate 6. B. Triosonitrate 5. C. Triosocarbonate 4. D. Hydroxide. E. Chloride. And F. Oxide. So let us start from the A part of the question, which is the solution to the question. A. We know that tetrasulfate 6 is a negative ion having valency of 2. So with copper, you have Cu for copper, as for anything having valency of 2 as given in the question. And tetrasulfate 6 is SO4, having valency of 2, as we discussed in our previous classes. So after writing, the next thing that there will be exchange of valency. 2 belonging to copper will go to SO4, 2 for SO4 will go to copper, and at the end of the day you have Cu2SO4 put in bracket 2, but because they are having equal number, you can cancel them out. 2 and 2 cancel out. So that is why copper 2 tetrasulfate 6 will be CuSO4 copper 2, because it has already been given that copper is having a valency of 2. So it's going to be copper 2 tetraososulfate 6. For the second part of the question, B, it says copper is having valency of 2. Cu is still 2. We should write down the molecular formula of the triosonitrate 5. In our previous class, we already know that triosonitrate 5 is NO3 and it's having valency of 1. So 2 that belong to copper goes to triosonitrate 5, which is NO3. 1 for triosonitrate 5 goes to copper. So the formula now become CuNO3. Then because 2 is going to the other side, we put it in bracket, then we have 2. So that will now be copper 2 triosonitrate 5, CuNO3 in bracket, then 2 outside the bracket. I believe that is clear. C. See, copper has a valency of 2, so C is still 2. Write down the molecular formula of it triosocarbonate 4. In our previous classes, we already established that triosocarbonate 4 is CO3 and having valency of 2. So 2 for copper goes for CO3, 2 for CO3 goes to copper. So just as we have it in CuSO4, so copper 2 triosocarbonate 4 becomes CuCO3, because the 2 will cancel out. The 2 belonging to copper and CO3 will cancel out. CuCO3, copper 2 triosocarbonate 4. D, part of the question, say that copper has a valency of 2, so copper is having valency of 2. Write down the molecular formula of it hydroxide. In our previous classes, we have already established that hydroxide is OH, which is having valency of 1. So 2 for copper goes to OH, 1 for OH goes to copper. So that now becomes CuOH in bracket 2. That is copper 2 hydroxide, CuOH in bracket and 2 outside the bracket. Then the E part of the question. Copper has a valency of 2. Then find it, the molecular formula of it. Chloride. Chloride is from chlorine, which is Cl. So, and the valency of chlorine belongs to group 7 of the periodic table. We've already established that in our previous classes, and it's having valency of 1. So 2 for copper goes to chlorine, 1 for chlorine goes to copper. So that now give us CuCl2. So copper 2 chloride is CuCl2. CuCl2. F. Part of the question. Copper is having valency of 2. Write down the molecular formula of it. Oxide. Oxide is from oxygen. So which is O. Copper is having valency of 2 as given. Oxygen belongs to group 6, and we already established that in our previous classes, and therefore having valency of 2. So 2 for copper goes to oxygen, 2 for oxygen goes to copper, so that now become CuO, because the 2 for copper and for oxygen will cancel out. So copper 2 oxide is CuO. CuO. I believe that is clear.